Italy has a big population of 60 million people with a growth rate of 0.3%. They are divided into two sections, North and South. North is highly developed with big cities and attractions, where in the South it is not as developed and consists of little family-owned farms. Italy's land isn't too good for agriculture and they lack in minerals because of the heavy depletion in the 90s, but they do import and export. Canada isn't Italy's main import and export partner, but they are still close in trading because of Italy being a part of the EU. The two-way trade between Canada and Italy has increased by 36% in 2013, and Italy is Canada's seventh largest global merchandise trading partner. Canada and Italy are both a part of the G7, which means they are considered two of the highest functioning countries in the world. Since they are so developed, they are part of a lot of the same organizations, such as the ones I've listed up above. Italy's government provides many benefits to foreign investors. The government will give foreign investors tax benefits, investment loans at a discounted rate of interest, state guarantee for export, and other financial aid. Since southern Italy is less developed than north, the government gives even more benefits for opening up a business there. They will give you tax exemptions from corporation tax and local tax for 10 years. They do this in hope that the unemployment rate won't be so high. Even though there are benefits, Italy still has lost 16 billion euros worth of foreign direct investments from 2007 to 2014 because of Italy's missing out on opportunities to attract foreign investors. Italy has a very high literacy rate of 99.2%. They are a part of the EU, so they follow all the tariff rules and they don't have a fluctuating currency rate since they use the euro with the rest of the European Union countries. They are a democratic country with a mixed economy. The country has no labor laws, so there are tens of thousands of underprivileged families from the south of Italy that take advantage of that. But there are laws on how workers are treated, so no businesses can go and take advantage of their workers. As for women's rights, women are allowed to do whatever a man can, but in their society, women are expected to stay at home and be mothers. Although women are allowed to work, there are still issues like, for example, 9% of female workers are fired for being pregnant. Overall, women do have a lot of rights in their society, but the only thing that's stopping them from going out and working is the country's morals. Italy's unemployment rate overall is 11.5%, but the South has a higher unemployment rate than the North. They have a GDP of $35,925.88 US, with a growth rate of -1.9% annually. Right now in 2016, Italy is in deflation, which is bad because too many products are available and that can lead to an increase in unemployment rates. Having inflation rates are good because that stimulates the economy. You can see that throughout the years the rate continues to lower, which isn't a good sign. There is a lot of organized crime from mafia organizations. The mafia controls prostitution and drug trafficking. During the recession, organized crime groups took advantage of ordinary Italians by giving loans to people and businesses with very high interest rates that they can't pay off. Italy's corruption is usually due to mafia relationships. The stability of current government is okay. From a scale of -2.5 being bad to 2.5 being good, the Italy government was ranked 0.5 in 2014. It has been around that rank since 2005. The government was more stable before with a rank of 1.1 in 1998. There have been many scandals with past governments. For example, former Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi had many sex scandals. Current Prime Minister Matteo Renzi and President Sergio Mattarella have had no problems with being linked to the mafia so far. For the business culture of Italy, Italians like to create a close relationship because of their very family-oriented mindsets. This means business negotiations tend to be very long. They like it when their business partners act comfortable and have a good sense of humor. They take verbal commitments very seriously. They are very touchy in a sense of giving hugs and kisses, so treating them like lifelong family friends helps. Although Italy may have some problems with the mafia, it doesn't seem to be a problem with the current government. They do not have an ideal GDP growth rate and do not show improvements with their inflation rates. The south part of Italy isn't too developed, but the north part of Italy is more stable. They have an easygoing business culture. Foreign investors are also given benefits. Italy is a very successful country since they are a part of the G7. Them being a part of that gives them a close relationship to Canada. Also, Italy is a part of the European Union, so the trade agreements between them and Canada are already set and done. They still need a bit of improvement with the citizens' rights because of them not having any child labor laws, but they are working on it, and they still have a lot more human rights than some other countries. The government is stable enough, and the president and prime minister are good, and they were elected recently, so hopefully they'll still be in power for a long time. I think a business should go ahead and open up their business in Italy. It's best if they open up first in northern Italy before moving down and opening in the south.